The Death of Me mixtape, your boy Rifka, H-Town, what up?
Had to go ahead and do something for the H. Not like that, no, not like that. You know what I'm saying? We drink up for the Savior. I know I say Jesus Christ up in here, man. Yeah, I'm draped up and dripped out, and know that's what I'm talking about. Got that man up for portion of that man to get your baskets out. My lyrics never have a drop, they straight. God's mouth, all glory go to God, nothing to me. That's what I'm talking about. Got the work that make Osage shop, cozy style, down south, born and raised in Houston, Texas. So I reckon I represent nobody greater. You're my Lord Jesus Christ. They can't rate him in the source. He get infinite mics. He created Christian rap. Ain't no Christians without Christ. That's like trying to have an Asian restaurant with no rice. Yeah, Jay-Z's nice, but JC's greater. Call him Super Christ. He my hero, my savior. He know how to win. Kobe Bryant, Lakers. Stop stumbling through life. Take directions from the maker. When you do, you always win. Like a hit song creator. Royalties rolling in, draped up and dripped out with paper. Dripped out. So I'ma hit it. I decided to start it out H-Town style for y'all today. Welcome GSYB movement. Welcome to everybody else that came in. Let me see who came in so I can greet you. TQ that main, welcome. Welcome, thank you for coming. I want to welcome all of the YouTube, all of the Facebook viewers, all of the live viewers, all the Periscope viewers, all of the web viewers, replay viewers, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. I am, first off, all glory go to God, none to me. I'm Rifka, that's an acronym, it stands for righteous, in faith, increase abundantly. Thank you for the hearts. Thank y'all for sharing. This is my first week of doing daily scopes. Normally I was doing them on Fridays, but now I'm doing them through the week, and on Friday at 8 p.m. I'm doing my scope, my weekly scope, kind of tying up everything I talked about through the week. So this scope will be a little bit longer. Hey, Pastor Michelle, I hope my scope not on freezing tonight. Last time you got on, it was freezing. Floor 7, thank you for joining. I appreciate you joining. What we're talking about today is social media tips for creating consistent content on the major social media sites like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, the reason why I can give you social media tips on how to grow your following on social media is because I've been able to do very well on social media with creating engaged followers on there. Thank you for the hearts. Back in the day, I used to do Amway Global, which is an MLM company, network marketing company. And I used to do it hey, Paulina, thank you for joining. I used to do it the traditional way with the cold contacting and the house parties to sell products and all that kind of stuff. Well, I kind of got tired of that. Plus, I'm a gospel rap artist, so that was taken away from my time to do my ministry that God has called me to do. So I started using tips and using the internet, looking at different blogs and buying different trainings and all that to figure out how to use the internet to be able to sell products online. And I figured out how to do that. I also figured out how to leverage the internet. Hey, poor Lena, how to leverage the internet to be able to get people into my business through Facebook also. I figured that out, but it was taking too much time away from me. So I decided to start using the things that I had learned to build my fan base and to promote my gospel rap ministry. So today I have about 11,900 followers on Twitter, and a lot of them are engaged. On Instagram, I have 9,280 something followers on Instagram. And I feel like I get more love on Instagram and Twitter than on Facebook. There's a lot of people on Facebook, 1,540 something followers on my fan page, on my Facebook fan page. On the regular page, I have a lot of people as well, but recently I've been taking people off of there so that I could only have the people that are engaged and actually communicate with me, and I communicate with them on my regular Facebook page. So I want to give tips that help people grow their business, no matter if you're an artist or if you're a health and wellness expert, if you're a poet, if you're an author or whatever. I want to give tips that help you grow your following, grow and engage following online on all of the other sites. So this week we was talking about consistent content. I'm gonna kind of review everything I was talking about, maybe give some more information at the end. I'm gonna open it up for questions about anything dealing with social media. You can ask me about that, not just dealing with consistent content. Then I'm gonna end it off with some more Barz for y'all, another song. Okay? All right. So earlier in the week, I started talking about consistent content. Now, consistent content on different sites look different. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, Pastor Michelle M. Okay, let's talk about Twitter content first. On Twitter, there's no limit to the amount of content that you're going to post on Twitter, because the way Twitter works is it's like a conversation, like people are following you throughout your day. The reason why they developed Twitter was because people wanted to know what different people were doing all day, and the celebrities, people wanted to know what the celebrities were doing all day. So you can post, I'm eating soup, or I'm working out, I'm doing some duck walks. I posted that tonight and people was liking it and saying, man, those, they were engaging with me from me saying I was doing duck walks at the gym, which was interesting. Anything, and people like to hear about stuff like that. Plus, they're not going to see everything you post all the time. They're going to see a timeline of everybody that they're following. I knew you like that GSYB movement. They're going to have a timeline of everything that everybody's posting. So post whatever you want on Twitter, but make sure that you're not always only posting about yourself. I kind of talked about a 5-to-1 ratio. People don't want to see you eating pizza. Yeah, you can post that too. People, somebody might like that. People want to know what you're doing, especially if they're real interested in you. If they're one of your somebody from your congregation or something like that, they want to know exactly what you're doing. So make sure you kind of post things at a 5-to-1 ratio. Retweet other people's posts that are interesting to you. Tweet about things that are posts. Tweets from blogs and stuff that may be interesting to you and the people that are following you. Tweet about, just give other people exposure on Twitter, not just about yourself. So for every 5 things that you post about somebody else, you can post one thing about yourself, and then people won't get tired of you. Because if you posting constantly about yourself, then people are going to start unfollowing you and they're going to think you about yourself. Now, like links and stuff like that, I'm talking about products when I say that. They're going to think you're spamming them if you posting about your book or posting about your workout class or whatever you have going on. Thank you for coming back, GSYB movement. If you talking about, I was saying, if you post about your workout class constantly, then people going to get tired of that. Kind of post about other things and post about other people. Maybe a blog from a health and wellness site or something like that. Then post about your workout class after you posted maybe 5 things about other people. Then they won't think you're spamming. You kind of got to sneak it in there in front of them a little bit. Now, if you posting about yourself constantly, like things that you're doing throughout your day, I don't see anything wrong with that, because your followers want to know what you're doing. Yes, this is about Twitter. I'm talking about Twitter right now because it's my strongest social media site to date as far as posting consistent content on Twitter. I'm going to talk about IG. I'm going to talk about IG next. IG is very similar. Matter of fact, I'll get to IG right now because I want to keep the scope moving, keep it moving since you brought up IG. On Instagram, it's a little bit different. You can't post constantly on Instagram. Recently, I went to a conference, or whenever I post a lot of things repeatedly, I end up losing a lot of followers. I was posting a lot of stuff about this objective conference I was at in Nashville. Nice shirt. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the shirt. I appreciate it. I was in Nashville. I was posting a lot of things about the event I was at. But I lost about 15 followers because I wasn't really waiting long enough before I would post something else. So people that get on their timeline, you know what? I've deleted people for that. Exactly. See, that's the thing I want to get y'all to understand. You have to put yourself in the shoes of the people who are looking at your posts. If you gonna do it, then they probably thinking the same thing. If it's annoying to you, then it's annoying to them as well. If you post a whole bunch of stuff back to back, they looking at their phone, they want to see a variety of things from their followers. They want to see a variety of things from their followers. They don't want to just keep seeing picture after picture after picture of Rivka and what Rivka got going on. They don't want that. I would say on Instagram, you can post a picture every 30 minutes to an hour. Every 30 minutes to an hour. That way you won't overcrowd somebody's timeline with your pictures. Of course, in 30 minutes, somebody else or several other people, depending on how many people they're following, are going to have posted something by that time. And with on Instagram, it's a little bit different. You don't just have to post. You don't have to necessarily strategically post about other people and things like that. It's nice to do that because people appreciate when you do that. Like if there's somebody else who you follow and you have the Regram app. I recently got the Regram app. There's several of them in the Apple App Store and in the Google Play Store where you can regram things that people post after you like it. It shows it to you in that app, and then you can regram it and post it on your page to give other people some props. People appreciate that, and your other followers are going to appreciate that also. Let's say you see a quote or a scripture or something like that. Repost Wiz, that's another one I've seen around there. Yeah, post the different regram apps that y'all know right now so people can check different ones out. Go ahead and put those up right now in the comments so people can check out different ones because all of them are very good. I just so happen to use regram. But it's a lot of quotes on Instagram or scriptures and stuff like that. If you see a scripture and it really blesses you, or you see a quote and it really blesses you and you feel like it'll bless other people, go ahead and post that. And you'll notice you get a whole bunch of likes from that because those quotes are universal. They speak to different people different ways. Okay, so that's a way you can kind of add variety to your Instagram. Now, on the flip side, if you are not posting a lot on Twitter or on Instagram, then you're going to begin to lose followers. So you have to feed the people. They follow you for a reason. They follow you because they want to know what you're doing. They want to see what you're doing on a regular basis. If you're not posting nothing, then when they going through their stuff and they want to unfollow people, they going to unfollow you. Also, check this out, y'all. There are apps. You lost some? Yeah, I lost some too when I wasn't posting a lot. That's why I post every day. Now, I might just post one picture a day, but most times I'm going to post something. It's kind of a habit for me now to post something every day. You kind of got to get in the habit at first. You might be you got to think about it, but after a while, you kind of get in the habit. They have apps, y'all. They have apps that will tell you if you have if you're following somebody that's inactive. Like I have this app called Crowdfire, and in a few weeks I'm going to talk about that app again because that really helped me kind of explode my following on real people, though, real followers. That helped me explode my following on Instagram and Twitter very quickly. But I did other techniques that helped it grow to a certain extent. But once I started using the Crowdfire app, it really blew it up. And there's some other ones too. But these particular apps, they tell you if you have if you're following somebody that's inactive, they'll tell you that they have different options. They posted 3 months ago, or they posted 6 months ago, or they posted a year ago. They are going to start changing. What was charging? Yeah, those apps. Yeah, the app I'm on, they let you use it for free and there's limits. But for Crowdfire, I ended up paying $5 because I wanted to take the limits off. So I paid from the jump because I didn't want any limits on what I was doing. Because I didn't want any limits, so I did that, and I was getting sales and getting interviews and all kind of stuff out the wazoo. So I didn't want to limit that to the people that I could reach and the people I could communicate with. I didn't want to limit that, so I went ahead and paid the $5. It's $5 a year to take all the limits off of it. So it's all good. And they about to change some stuff too. I'm going to talk about that in a few weeks. On Instagram, you won't be able to copy followers anymore on Instagram starting June 1st. So if you didn't see that in their blog, make sure you read up on that. They're going to allow you to do all the other things, but they're not going to allow you to copy followers anymore. Twitter's still the exact same. But yeah, these apps tell you that. They tell you this person hasn't posted in 3 months. This person hasn't posted in 6 months. This person hasn't posted in a year. So when they see that, they're looking for people they can unfollow. They're like, they're not going to notice if I unfollow them because they're not getting on here. So they're going to unfollow you when you're not doing that. So make sure you're posting on a regular basis. People want to keep their following to follower ratio intact. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep that intact. You're guilty of it. Yeah, people really don't want to be following more people than that's following them. So they're always looking for people that they can unfollow. I know I'm guilty of it. I was guilty of it. But then once I had a revelation, I stopped really worrying about it. But I do go in and unfollow from time to time people that are not following me back. I do that from time to time. Okay, let's talk about another site now, Instagram, and later on y'all can ask me any questions. Feel free to stop me with any question you have, because I'm gonna be on here for a while tonight so I can get the details in and all that from earlier in the week when I was kind of going quickly, just to keep the content short and compact and get it to you quickly. Today's the day you can, you know, ask me anything you want to ask me. What app you use for Instagram on iOS? I use the regular Instagram app, the first one that comes in when you look it up, when you type in Instagram, I use the first one that comes up. The regular Instagram app. I don't use a special one or anything like that. Now, to grow my following on Instagram, in conjunction with Instagram, I use Regram to repost, and I also use the Crowdfire app. Those are the only two apps that I use in conjunction with the regular Instagram app. Other than that, it's the same. Okay? Did that answer your question? Okay, I talked about Instagram. I talked about Twitter. Let's talk about Facebook. Facebook is a little bit different. Y'all. On Facebook, your regular page. You know what? Let's talk about the fan page first. On the Facebook fan page, it doesn't matter how much you post or if you post about yourself. Have at it. Post about yourself as much as you want, as often as you want, because those people like your page for a reason. They like your page because they like you and they like what you have to offer. So you can post whatever you want, however much you want on your Facebook fan page or your Facebook business page. Now, on the flip side, on your regular Facebook page, you want to kind of monitor how much you post and what you're posting. Facebook doesn't operate like Twitter and Instagram, where it's proper etiquette to just post like on there. People get tired of that real quick and they'll end up unfriending you. I would say on Facebook, probably post 1 to 5 times a day. That's normal, posting on Facebook. If you're posting about yourself, really, Facebook is kind of used for highlights. Think of Instagram like the book. Think of the pictures in the book. Think of Twitter like the words in the book. And think of Facebook, your Facebook regular page with your friends. Think of that like the highlights of the book, the highlight reel. Facebook is the highlight reel. People post the highlights of their life on Facebook. That's what Facebook is used for. So you don't want to treat it like Instagram. Also, but check this out. If you want to share other things that other people have posted, there's nothing wrong with doing that as much as you want. Matter of fact, they're going to be very appreciative. And some of your people might like it as well, the things that you're sharing. There's no limit to doing that if it's not about you. Or if you're posting, let's say, from a blog or something that may be interesting to you and that you think may benefit other people. Go ahead, or a video, you can do that as much as you want, because people aren't even going to realize when they look in their timeline that it's coming from you. They're not going to realize that it's coming from you. Okay? All right, that's Facebook and the Facebook fan page, posting consistent content on there. So 1 to 5 times a day on your Facebook page. Post 1 to 5 times a day on your regular Facebook page. On your fan page, post as much as you want. It doesn't matter. Have at it, because they there to see you. It's like if they came to your concert. They want to see you if they pay money to come to your concert, or if they pay money to take your exercise class. If they come to your church to hear you preach, they want to hear you. So it doesn't matter. Okay, next. Pinterest. Let's talk about Pinterest. I talked about Pinterest last night. Pinterest is a very neglected site. I know I have 2 people on here right now, people popping in and out. Are the people on here on Pinterest? Yeah, it's neglected. I was guilty of neglecting Pinterest for a long time too, but Pinterest is gold. We're really missing opportunity. You're not on Pinterest? Not really? Okay. We're really missing opportunity when we're not on Pinterest. Because with Pinterest, they have the boards. You can create boards and you can pin things to the board that deals with the topic. So depending on whatever I'm doing or whatever my area of expertise is, I'm going to create boards that kind of have something to do with that. They don't have to deal directly with that. For example, on my Pinterest, I have a talented singers board. I have, because y'all know I do music. I have a band stuff board. I have several. I have a Houston Rockets board because I'm a Houston Rockets fan. I have the Art of Rap board. I have inspiring board. I have a thought-provoking board. My thought-provoking board actually has the most stuff on it, the most pins on it. Because whenever I come across something online, whether it's something I read or a video or something that's thought-provoking, I make sure I pin that on that board. Things that are going to make people think, things that are going to minister to people, things that touch my heart, things that I think may touch other people's heart. I put that on my thought-provoking board. I don't really, and then if I have something, like if I have a song, and this is where Pinterest becomes golden, because people are going to follow those boards. They're going to follow you on Pinterest. If you have a thought-provoking board, all right, with a whole bunch of stuff about other people, people going to naturally come to that board. They're going to see that, and it pulls up in the Google SEO. When people search certain things, their Pinterest pins and boards come up. So you never know what's going to come up. If it's a popular board and it's on there, if you have Mariah Carey on your Pinterest board for talented singers, people may type in Mariah Carey, then your Pinterest has came up and people may follow that because they're a fan of Mariah Carey, and then they end up being introduced to the rest of your stuff. But I have this thought-provoking board. Since I have some thought-provoking songs from time to time, I will post those pin those thought-provoking songs on my thought-provoking board. Now, I don't put all of my songs on there. I don't put a whole bunch of my stuff on there, just a few. So when people are looking through the board, they're going to see it. They're going to check it out if they're liking the other content that's on that particular board. I have a beats board that has all of my producers on it. All the producers that I've worked with, I placed them on that board, and people can go to that board and check it out. I haven't really posted anything about me on there. I just did that for my producers to support them. So that when people ask me, well, who produced your tracks, man? Well, how you get production for cheap, all that kind of stuff. I just sent them that board to that Pinterest link. The link to that Pinterest board. I said that backwards. Okay. The Art of Gospel Rap, the Art of Rap board. Whenever I hear a tight verse, or if it was something about Eminem's Lose Yourself, they were talking about how he wrote it, because that's like the best rap that he's wrote of all time. They kind of had a video that was talking about the way he put his verses together and things like that. I posted that video on the Art of Rap board. A rapper named Andy Mineo did a tight verse on 106 in Park. I posted that on there. And then if I feel like if there's a popular song I have and people are telling me that it's hot, they playing it on the radio a lot of DJs, if they've told me it's a hot song or a hot verse, I will post that on that Art of Rap board. There's not many things of mine that's on there, but I think I might have one thing on there. I'm not sure, but people are gonna. So basically on Pinterest, the way you do content on Pinterest, there's no limit to how often you post. There's no limit to the amount of boards you create a day. There's no limit to the amount of things you pin. But the thing about Pinterest is you want to have way more things about other people and that particular subject than about yourself, but you do want to put things about yourself on that particular board, so that when people are looking through the board, they're going to come across it, they're going to come across you, they're going to come across your website, and that's going to drive traffic to your particular website, your product, your class, whatever you have going on, your song, whatever you have going on. Okay, now let's talk about YouTube. YouTube is different. It's you post on YouTube less than you probably post on any of the other sites. But on YouTube, you have subscribers. That's kind of like your followers, if you will. Whenever you post a new video on YouTube, YouTube notifies your subscribers once a week. It seems like, because I get notifications once a week. And what happens is all the people you're subscribed to in that email, which y'all probably know because y'all on YouTube, everybody's on YouTube, they send an email with all the new videos from everybody you subscribe to every week. Okay? And you can look down that list and see different things from the people you subscribe to. But the thing about that is everybody doesn't look down the list. Like I said, I always put myself in the shoes of other people. So I know I don't look all the way down the list because I'm subscribed to a lot of people. So what I do is I send messages with my video. I take a grassroots support approach. If I want people to see my video, if I want to get my views up, I make sure that I kind of keep track of people who supported me in the past, who were interested in my video. It was very tedious at first, but after a while, it kind of filtered people out. So now it don't take as long. Now I know exactly who to send it to get them to watch it, and they're going to share it. So you kind of have to develop that after a while, because they may miss the fact that you posted a new video. You never know. And of course, you want to use the share features underneath your YouTube videos. Put it on Pinterest, on a Pinterest board that's appropriate for it. Several Pinterest boards, maybe other people's Pinterest boards if they allow you to post on their board. Post it on Twitter. Post it on Facebook. Post it on, don't just keep posting it on Twitter back to back to back. Maybe do it once a day when it first comes out, once a week, whatever. And that's going to get you more views of that particular video. They have Tumblr on there. I forgot my Tumblr password, so I can't really post it on Tumblr anymore. But hopefully I figure that out soon. It's a lot of other ones that I don't even use. Read It, Blogger, all of them. You can post your YouTube videos on there. Now, as far as how often you should post content on YouTube, I would say when you first starting out, so it's not overwhelming, post content to YouTube once a month at least. Because if you don't, you're going to end up losing followers. People want to see your videos. They want that consistent content. You got to feed them with that content. You feeding them. If you don't eat every day, you're going to starve. So if you don't feed them your content every day, they going to go somewhere else to eat. And they going to look at somebody else's stuff that, you know, if they're looking for your stuff and you're not posting nothing up there but the same old stuff. Also, next, once you've gotten the hang of posting once a month, start posting bi-weekly. Now, that's twice a month. Once you get used to posting twice a month, then up until once a week. Now, I wouldn't go past once a week, because with a YouTube video is kind of a big, for me, I don't know about for y'all, but for me, it's a big undertaking to do a YouTube video, for me personally. So I do bi-weekly right now. Now, if there's a lot going on, I may post once a week or something like that, but it's very rare that I do that. Most times I'm posting bi-weekly, at least twice a month. And I'm building up my subscribers like that. And I'm going to do 1 week, I'm going to do how to build your followers on a particular social media sites. I might spend, it's very similar to all of them. I'll probably devote a week to that, and I'll talk about that at a later date. I don't really want to get into that right now. But when you build up those subscribers, those are the people that are going to watch your videos automatically all the time. You know, you're going to get a good, 10%, 20% of the people that subscribe to you watching your videos, and then you want to share it with other people, and hopefully they'll subscribe to you as well. Okay, so we got Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All right, I believe I've talked about all of them, so now what I want to do is open it up for questions. Thank you. I'm glad you're benefiting from it. I'm glad you feel it's good info. Does anyone have any questions about anything dealing with social media? It doesn't just have to be about posting consistent content. I would like to answer any questions that you may have, if you have any. There are what other sites am I on? Because I'm a musician, because I do music, I'm an international holy hip hop artist, Christian rap artist, whatever you want to call it. I'm also on Reverb Nation. I'm also on SoundCloud. And to be on SoundCloud, you don't really have to just be a musician. You can be a blogger. You can do podcasts, upload them on there. You can upload interviews and things like that on SoundCloud. You can give tips that people can listen to and things like that if you're on SoundCloud. Anybody have any questions? I'm also, what else am I on? I'm on datpiff.com, which is a mixtape site which hosts a lot of the major mixtapes. I'm on bandcamp.com. The list goes on, but those are the major ones that I'm a part of and that I participate in on a regular basis. I'm not on Snapchat. That's the only one that I'm not on. I may get on there. I'm not sure. To me, it kind of seemed like it was for kids, but I see a lot of adults getting on it now. Okay, well, if there's no questions, then I'm going to go ahead and do this song before I go for y'all, because I like to always end off my scopes with bars. If I'm at if I'm somewhere where I can play music while I do the song, I will. If not, I'll just spit some bars for y'all. But today, I'm at home so I can play some music before I go. This kind of the rolling credits. This from my Death to Me mixtape volume 2. It's available for free download. Oh, before I go, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. The way y'all can, I'm going to get to it. I forgot to tell y'all how y'all can connect with me. My website is rifica.net, rifica.net. At the bottom of the homepage, all of my social media sites are on there. Follow me on there, and I will follow you back if you're positive. Also, there's all the ways to get my music on there. There's a ministry page on there. My booking phone number and my email is on there also. So if you have any questions and you don't want to ask them here, feel free to ask me any questions you have about social media tips and target marketing in my email or direct message or Facebook Messenger, whatever. I love to help people. This is my way of giving back. I kind of look at it as a ministry for me. Okay, so connect with me at rifica.net. All right, this is a song called Thank You. I did at the end of my Death to Me mixtape volume 2. It's actually, I wanted to thank people in my life that helped me get to the point where I'm at in 2013.
Y'all blew your boy Ripka. Death to Me mixtape 2. It's time for me to bounce, alright? But don't forget to get at me. streetmixtapes@gmail.com. Twitter at
DJ Sean Blue.
Facebook.com.
Everybody got ready to thank the Lord. It's on the hook. I want y'all to sing along with me because it got an old traditional hymn on it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. When praises go up, blessings come down. When God shows up, all the knees hit the ground. His presence is awesome, beautiful as a blossom. Yeah, His grace is sufficient, but all your simple words toss them. I'm talking about God, the omnipotent, almighty power. I'ma praise Him if He do nothing else or the blessing shower. Truth is, for me, He's already done enough. Delivered me from death, suicide, and my sinful work. He will call death to me, cause I wanted to kill myself. But I thank God He delivered me, and I killed myself for self. Instead, to myself, I die daily. We can't let the devil ride with us, driving Miss Daisy. I truly love the Lord more than you love to love lust. I truly love the Lord more than a sinner love to cuss. We must enter His gates with thanksgiving in our hearts. We must enter His courts with praise. Now sing it with me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you. Thank y'all for coming to the scope tonight too. God gave me the gift, so I gotta thank Him first. Without Him, there'd be no way I could quench a lyrical thirst. It was God who woke me up, so I praise God first. God created us, so I thank God first. Next, I thank my parents. Your musical talent was apparent. Thanks for cultivating my talent when mine became apparent. From the band practices to summer acting program, from the instrumental purchases just so that I could jam. Thanks for selling my CDs, though I don't like rap, making me study the word, even giving me the strap. It's my deep for giving me a shot when no one else would. But let me rap on new Capitol Top. It felt good. You developed my talent, though it wasn't always easy. Even when I got mad when you said my songs was cheesy. Putting the pistol, thanks to dealing with my penis and you listening to the fans. I'm thankful for your support. Thanks for listening. Sing it with me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I sing a little bit too. A little bit. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank. All of us got a reason to thank the Lord. All of us. One more time. Thank you, Lord. Thank my wife for joining. Thank you, Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Just want to thank you, Lord. I need to start doing this on more often. I only did it one time at a show. I think I'm going to do it more often because they got that old school hymn in there that can get people, you know, saying the thing about the blessings that God has given to them. And the more you thank the Lord, I've realized the more the Lord going to bless you. You know what I'm saying? The more thankful you are, the more He want to do for you. You know, let's not be ungrateful to our Father in heaven. So that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed the scope. Until next time, always remember, the righteous in faith increase abundantly, and only what you do for Christ will last. Please tell people about the scope. Let them know about the information I'm giving that I want to help them. And I'll see y'all on Monday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless I do a random scope about something else, which very well may happen because I can be very random sometime. Be blessed.